Hi.
Hi.
Okay. My speech is going to be about service animals, and to start off, I'm going to inform you guys about the story of Mary. Here is a picture of Mary. She's right here, and then this is her husband Peter and her service animal Ollie. Mary is a sufferer of cystic fibrosis. For many of you who don't know what cystic fibrosis is, it is a disease that attacks your lungs and makes it almost impossible to breathe. It fills up with fluid, and it causes a lot of other issues. Mary has been suffering with this since she was a child. It's a genetic disease. And so she decided that it would be perfect for her to get a service animal. They decided to adopt Ollie, and it took a very long time to get Ollie prepared for what Mary needed. Mary, since she has cystic fibrosis, she spends the majority of her time in hospitals. They're contemplating actually right now if she should get a lung transplant. For Ollie's type of task that Mary needed, it was going to take up to 2 years to train him, and they actually sent him to Germany for this training process. The reason why I decided to inform you guys about service animals is because there's a lot of bias and misinformation that goes about service animals. The things that I would like to discuss about are going to be the cost, the amount of time, and the training that goes into these animals and the specific tasks that they do. Many people don't realize the cost that goes into having a service animal. The cost ranges from $20,000 up to $30,000. That's almost the cost of a brand new car. People don't really realize this and believe that people will just put on a vest onto their animals and call it good. The cost ranges from the vet to the boarding process and other things like that. I have a piece of paper right here. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it that well. And this just breaks down the costs from a website called Committed Canine. Some of the things like the purchase of the dog. Some people adopt what others get breeded animals. And that can range up to $1,000 or more depending on the species and the breed of dog that you get. Other things that cost, vet costs can go up from anywhere from, depending if you have an animal that's already been vaccinated to a brand new dog, upwards of $2,000. For the vaccinations, the spading and the neutering, and other things like x-rays for their shoulders, their hips, eye exams, things that go into detail for their services that they will be providing. Other things that come into play with the cost is going to be boarding. Some people have people come to their house and train their dogs, depending on what they need, while others will send them away, like in Mary's case for Ollie, up to 2 years into a place, and that will play a key in the cost, and that can be anywhere from $500 upwards of $1,000 to $700. I've seen it. So the other thing that I want to discuss with you guys about is going to be the training process. Depending on the tasks that the dogs need, training can go from anywhere to 10 to 12 weeks. That's basic training for how to obey, how to follow, stay off leash, things like that, to other tasks, like in Mary's case, being specialized to go into hospital situations and surgeries, which could take up to 2 years. Other things that involve in training is going to be the cost of training. Training costs a lot of money, depending on what you need and the way that they're going to be trained. Some people only spend around $200 upwards for just basic training because it's about $30 a day, and some people only need it for shorter amounts of times, upwards to, like I said, probably $2,000. Other things with training is going to be specialized tasks. Training is going to vary for each dog depending on the tasks that you need. Some tasks people are just going to need basic animals that will follow them and allow them to pick up things if they can't reach, for people that are handicapped and are immobile, and other things like going into the hospital, checking for blood sugar, and things like that. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is going to be what actually service animals are about. Service animals provide any services that the owner may need. Like I said before, when you're immobilized, some animals may help you get around and help you pick up things that you can't reach, while in some cases there's blind dogs that help people see with sight, and they're trained specially to stop when there's any inclines, when they come to a curb, when they come to a light, and other tasks like that. Blood sugar dogs, on the other hand, are trained to be with their owner and see the triggers that cause when they have low blood sugar. For example, if they feel that their owner has a shaky hand, they'll nudge them and let them know, hey, you have a shaky hand, this is probably something you need to check out. To other things where they seem dizzy or lightheaded, they'll notify them. Even the process of you breathing and the pattern of your breath they'll notify you if something is wrong. The other thing are other specialized dogs. There are so many different ways that animals can be specialized into like the tasks that they need to do. You have dogs that will help with hearing things and notifying you of sounds. You have, like I said, sight dogs, and you also have dogs that help with chronic illness that are just basically trained to be someone's companion and help them through anything that they may need, including walking and stuff like that. The reason why like I said, that I wanted to inform you guys about specialized animals and service animals is because there is a bias. And a lot of people, especially in our country, that I have found is that they like to slap on a collar on their dog and say, hey, this is a service animal. And that is not okay, because these animals deserve to be recognized and see that they truly are a help to these people that have these disabilities and chronic illnesses. And I want to inform you guys that it's not a cheap process and that you shouldn't make fun of people or say, oh, well, it's a service animal, like it's just my pet at home. They are really specialized tools that people need. I printed off a picture to show you guys the proper uniform that a service animal does wear. They do wear a special harness and vest to notify that they are a service animal. Another thing that people don't realize is that they are doing a job. And you are not allowed to pet them or touch them or act like they're anyone's pet, because they are trained to focus on a certain task and that will distract them. And I wanted to let you guys know about Mary's story because I think it's really important. And if you guys want to keep up with her, she does have a YouTube called The Fry Life. And I hope that this information you guys are willing to share and we realize how special and unique service animals are. So thank you. You have to show them yourself again.